Ahoy there, Legion! Patch 13.5 dropped for PC just hours after my last video. It was another mixed bag of content, so allow me to paraphrase. Interception missions are now all over the place and not Earth only. Ash's ultimate finally got the rework in, so if you haven't played him in a while, go get off your Ash and try him out. DE really busted their ashes to get this rework in, so I'm not saying kiss their ash about it or anything, but at least give it a try. See what you think and let them know. Just don't be an asshole about it. Red crits are back. Ye old Warframe vets will remember sometimes seeing red critical numbers pop up instead of yellow, generally doing a great deal more damage than a normal crit if I recall correctly. They were removed, but now they're back. Kind of. If your weapon is over 100% critical chance, that additional amount will be how often you see a red crit. I don't believe it actually does any more damage than a usual crit, but hey, it's red. Whoopee! Toot the party horns and down the silly cone hats, Legion. Kaloo Kalay, red crits, they're here to stay. So if you have crit chance coming out of your Ash, look forward to seeing red again. A new cosmetic armor set is available, and while I still think the idea of putting armor on your armor for real life cash does not add up in your favor at all, I will admit the style's greatly improved upon the flamboyant looks of the first two. Has a samurai feel to it, good for melee builds I think. The machete stance is a new combo, which I thought was kind of weird considering how limited the weapons I could actually use. Oh hey, looky there, a new weapon got added just so happens to use that very machete stance. I keyed. The Nami Solo was added and it was piratey cutlass flare. Y'all know I can't be mad at. Look at it, it's awesome. So I was fortunate enough to hunt down the mats, build and max it out for today's video. In fact, the background shows just how I went about leveling it up. Dark sectors. Oh. How does it fare? To be honest, it's not half bad. Obviously it reminds me of Machete Wraith as it has the same animations, but it's still pretty good considering. The swing is quite slow at first, so bump that up with Fury. Of course I increased its damage with both pressure point and fire damage, because fire is awesome, and if it ever burns you, you just don't know it well enough to touch it there. So shame on you for trying. One thing I'd like to note, developers of the world, if you have the option to customize something, for the love of the flying spaghetti monster in the sky, can you please limit the idle animations, or at least make them not as annoying as this? Trying to find out what shade of dark blur your weapon is and where that dark blur actually applies is quite frustrating when the object is rapidly swung around like a lasso every 10 seconds. Seriously, every 10 seconds this animation plays and it lasts about 5. Time your blinks, Legion. Color combos are serious business. As for the weapon itself, if I was limited with slots, as most free-to-players are, it would most definitely be on my chopping block, but it would be very low on the tossing priority. I like it. I'll be probably keeping it for a while, but if I was limited and I needed to put something in there and I could not remove it, it would be on the to-go list. If you were curious on how to actually farm the mats on this thing, just hop into the nearest void key you have. They should be dropping left and right if you're doing defense and whatnot. Keep an eye out for containers when you're on that mission, as they can hold argon crystals as well as the enemies that you kill, but it all comes down to luck, so be prepared to farm your Ash off. Thank you for watching, Legion. If this helped you out in any way or gave you a bit of a chuckle, we'd be honored if you liked and shared this video with your fellow Tenno. We always appreciate it when you do. If you like what you saw and want to come back again to stay up to date with what we does, button on the right will help you out right there. Just click that subscribe button, set you on your way to greatness and awesomeness in your near future. As always, if you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to leave a comment below. Catch you next time, Legion. Take care.